Gion-Cho by Band-Maiko is a fantastic song, not just because it's the only original song off of the Band-Maiko EP, but because of the fact that it so wonderfully gives us Band-Maid in a totally different new light. Now, the Band-Maiko EP as a general was mostly cover of Band-Maid songs, and they were all done with the traditional Japanese instruments. And in some places where those instruments were fit in around the normal band sounds of guitar, bass, and drums, they felt like they were a bit crammed in, like everything was not quite sitting with as much freedom as it needed. There were some songs that worked really well, like Ansan and such like, but Gion-Cho, where you just could see they were writing an original song with all of the colours on their palette ready to go. Everything here just works perfectly and shows really where the Band-Maid genius comes in when they're creating something with a solid vision like they did with this song. And a lot of that really also comes through in just how natural the individual sounds of the Japanese instruments are. For example, the koto and the Japanese percussion, they appear in the quieter verses of the song, giving atmosphere and all playing just slightly off the rhythm, the koto playing on the third notes rather than just drilling in the beat. And then when you get to the faster bits, that's where you get the shamisen doing little bursts of quick notes as you would expect from a shamisen playing on a fast song. The shakuhachi, the flute sound, that's beautiful, holding notes, but then each time it goes to a different note, it flurries on a little scale to rush down to the next note or rush up to the next note. It all sounds natural. It sounds like real Japanese instruments, despite the fact that apparently most of it was played on a keyboard, which I totally believe, but it works. And along with that, along with reframing Band-Maid's sound, it allows us to hear, for example, Psyche's voice, so beautifully different hearing it over those traditional sounds. It gives a whole new atmosphere. As she's singing in that calm way, you can really feel something of a traditional Japanese vibe to it. And then when it goes into the fast bits, hearing the shamisen sitting perfectly alongside Konami's guitar works brilliantly. I love the fact that Akane manages to, as she sometimes does, and I love this technique, halfway through the choruses, just slows down to a half-time rhythm to allow everything to have room to breathe again. This is a song that is just breathing like life into traditional Japanese instrument sounds, along with giving a different frame through which to look at the Band-Maid who we all know and love. It's just a really great song that makes the most of what they were trying to do with that EP. It in itself justifies everything about that EP because this was the one song where they sat down with all the ingredients, like I say, from the beginning, created an original song, got through to the end, and it just, wow, it worked. So that is a good reason why you should go back and listen to this song.